Every time. Every time. Like, I know usually when I holly it, I laugh it off, but this time I gotta tell you, I'm quite pissed off about it. I'm not gonna laugh. I'm pissed off. You want to see a lash out? It's about to happen. Yeah, I know. It's funny when I say I hollied it, but it's not funny right now. And I've hollied it by keeping myself on mute for over 3.5 minutes. Thank you, Anna. I wanted to talk to you. I'm sorry I missed your prayers today. I was in a meeting regarding my training. So everything I've done for the past 5 years has gotten me to this point that I am at today, ready and geared up for training with Russ Dizdar. I'm not only taking his 8-month training class, I'm going in directly after that to Satanic Crimes and Rituals, or Satanic Crimes and Investigations, because there's a certain field I'm headed towards, and that's what I want, and I have a heart after Abba. So anyway, I'm really glad I'm not in Tennessee, Maryland, South Carolina, or any other state but New Jersey to be taking Russ Dizdar's training, because if I was anywhere else but here, back at home, in my own place, in my own home, standing up on my own 2 feet, the places where I was in the past would screw with the training I'm getting now. Because where I was in the past, it was nothing more than the blind leading the blind, and it didn't matter if they said they were Christian or not. They were blind, deaf, dumb, and mute. And they're leading each other. And here I am trying to come out of that darkness and train with Russ Dizdar, and everything they're doing is going against the grain with where the Holy Spirit is taking me. But I'm supposed to listen to them because they don't know their shepherd's voice, but because they've been Christians for 30 years, I'm supposed to bow down to that? No, I'll bow down to my shepherd's voice. So anyway, I was kicking around today with not kicking around. I actually ran my Tokus off, and I did a lot of stuff I needed to get done, and I still got about 3 more days worth of work ahead of me, and then I'll be complete with my immediate projects. But I wanted to run a video, and I don't have any topics of conversation. But it's going to take me 3 months to get through all my private messages on Facebook and all my emails and all my other accounts. So for the summer months, I am going to be returning everybody's email. And if you want a private video call, then we'll do that. And if it's a troll who's trying to trick me, well, I would strongly advise against doing that. My limits with my trolls right now. I didn't tell you guys. Actually, yeah, I did. Anna, you were there. Remember the second to last video I ran? About, what was it? Time travel. At the end of the video, those trolls stepped in. Those are the same trolls. Remember, I took a screenshot of it, Anna. You remember I told the troll off? Troll. It's a group of them. There's a couple of different groups. What I should have said in that video is that troll that stepped into my chat room that day that said, I'm mentally ill, don't enable her. Well, that group of people, yeah, they threaten me and say that they're going to have the police come into my house right now as I sit and talk to you on HTV and have the police rip me out of my house and throw me in jail. Then they tell me that they're going to have me thrown in a mental ward. So when I tell you I get trolled, let me tell you, I get trolled. These are the same people that say that my ministries and I are plotting to murder them. That's what I forgot to say in the other video, and I wish I did at that time. But I was more focused on calling the trolls into repentance. These trolls have not only done it to me, they have done it to many other people. So I want to point that out, and I want to make it very clear, but I'm not going to focus on them right now. But when I say troll, I don't mean it's somebody lipping off to me. I mean it's some that is really threatening my life, my livelihood, my well-being, my home, my cat, my dog, my friends. They even ruin interviews for me. I was supposed to fly out to California to do an interview with Facebook. They screwed it up. They have screwed up more than enough interviews for me. So when I say troll, it's not that we're going back and forth tit for tat. No, it's these people are moronic idiots coming after me. I guess they ran out of people to sell tarot card readings to. So maybe the elites are getting sick of them as well. But moving on from that. So I kind of like the sabbatical I'm on, but it's taken me, oh boy, it's going to take me a couple of months to get my new routine down right between my exercise routine and my training routine, and then the time that I want to donate to people. But I can't forget a very significant portion, and that's time for myself. Like, if I want to drop off the internet, I'm sorry guys, if you want to talk, I can't always be there. I'm sorry, I'm not like that. I never said to you that I would be. I said to you that I am your friend, a fellow survivor, a sister in Christ. I never said 25/8, I'm going to be here. Okay, I know you got your issues, but I got mine. So I need everybody to be patient with me because I'm only one person, and there's a lot on my plate to handle. I wrote a book. People read my book. They want to talk about it. Other survivors want to talk about their experiences. I don't have more than 5 minutes to sit still in one place, so I'm sorry. I don't have an hour to 2 hours to give any one person on a video call. There is 20 other people waiting after you that are terrified because they just woke up, but you've been awake for I don't know how many years. These people are just waking up. I'm sorry, I gotta go. These people are just waking up. They need me more than you do. You're a veteran at this. You've been awake longer than me. Really, you don't need me. If you need prayers, there's more than enough prayer warriors on HTV. There's more than enough freedom deliverance coaches. There's more than enough friends and other survivors. But really, like, there's things that are set before me, and I know that there's some people out there getting upset with me because I simply just don't have time to give to them, and I want to be able to, but I simply don't have enough time, and I am a one-man army. I'm not complaining, but I am telling you that I'm inundated. And now that I've gone to training, that doesn't mean, oh, Holly's in training, let's everybody call her, she's free. No! And when I get done with training, that doesn't mean I'm going to have a magic wand that I can walk out, wave it, and everybody's magically happy again. And the world goes back to normal. It doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. Jesus is in you. You need to work with him to get you out of the darkness, to get you right. There is no other way. If you don't know Jesus, you don't know the truth. Don't tell me about some truther you're following or some Q movement that inspired you because it seems truthful. Forget that garbage, because it's garbage. You listen to Jesus because he is the only truth, and if you want to know the truth, you know him. If you want to think you know the truth and talk a good game, you can be like the rest of the parroting heads out there that are quoting something else good they heard from somebody else they think is smart. So yeah, I don't have that much to say, just I'm kind of inundated right now, and you know what, I still got to get my book written. Everybody wants to talk, but if everybody doesn't mind, not written, if everybody doesn't mind, I'd like to finish my website, get my autobiography up there, and possibly start writing a second book, but I can't do that if everybody wants to talk to me every day. How am I going to get my second book written? Tell me. And then when I don't answer, people think I'm mad at them, or that, like, they have a misunderstanding. So either way, I'm screwed. I'm at a loss. It doesn't work out to my benefit. But I'm only one person. You know what? I want to inspire you guys to take Russ Dizdor's training. So that way the workers are not few anymore. And so that way the people out in the general mass public, even survivors themselves, especially the survivors. I might have a soft spot in my heart for you, but that doesn't mean that you can keep getting away with murder. Step up to the plate and stop complaining. If you made it through what the enemy had to throw at you, well, then you turn it around and use it for good. And if you're not going to do that, stop wasting my time. I don't have 5 hours a day to talk to you. I don't. Okay, I'm on the front lines where I want to be. You don't want to be there, don't hold me back, okay? If you don't want to become a worker, fine. I don't have time to chit-chat. I'm going back in the darkness and finding victims and bringing them out and putting them into Yeshua's living light. That's it. I don't know what else to say to people. I don't got time. I know everybody's homeless. So was I. I know everybody's broke. So am I. Everybody's starving. So am I. Everybody is falling under spiritual attacks. So am I. Everybody is going through it. So am I. You know, I have really good friends out there like Debbie and like Anna and like Bug and like a whole bunch of other people. I got Doc. Oh my God, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. We haven't even talked about Michael and Deborah and all the others that I've known for 4 and 5 years. I haven't even had a chance to talk to my friends. My friends. I'm always telling my friends, I gotta go because a victim needs me. I gotta go, another survivor needs to talk. I gotta go because, so I never get time to take a shower, eat, or anything else. I spent one day, the full day, cooking my breakfast, cooking my lunch, cooking my dinner, take a shower, just kind of do my own thing, mess around with the cat and dog. And everybody's on my back. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Well, hey, dudes, you know what? I haven't, eaten, and I don't know how flippin' long, and I'm finally getting a day where I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner for myself, and you're getting pissed off or you're getting upset thinking I'm mad at you and coming up with some drama that I have to answer you for. Dudes, do you mind if I eat? Do you mind if I have a day to myself? Am I allowed to take a shower? Am I allowed to write a book? Am I allowed to do an interview? Am I allowed to hang out with my friends? I need to talk to you, Holly. I need to talk to you. No, 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 you don't need to talk to Holly Baglio. You need to talk to Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's what you need to do. I am not a necessity in your life. Please don't ever mistake me for Jesus. Now, there are people in my personal life that need me, and there are people in my personal life that I need. That is my personal life. I am not talking about my personal life. I am talking about this internet life and what I'm doing serving Yud-Hey Vav-Hey. I notice a big lack of consideration that people have. No offense, you really do. You're given 5 minutes to talk and you take 2.5 hours to do it. You tell me you have a problem. I think it's a 15-minute phone call. It turns into how long? I'm sorry. After 45 minutes, I'm sitting here squirming in my seat, thinking to myself, God, have them have to go to the bathroom so I can get off, because I don't mean to be rude, but I can't sit still. I can't take it anymore. I feel like I am in a Skinner box right now. Please get me off the call. Or worse yet, when you have to talk to an infiltrator or a chatterbot. I learned about chatterbots by Brian too, and when he first taught me about chatterbots, I was like, no, they're my friends, they're my friends. Ha 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 ha. Have you ever lived with a chatterbot? Have you guys, okay, so Brian too taught me about chatterbots. I shortly therein learned I was not only talking to them online, but stuck with them in my own personal life, face to face. Chatterbots, all they do is chatter, 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 chatter. They don't shut up. And they don't say anything meaningful. You're not praying. I already heard your story. Like, do you mind if I go? Because there's somebody else out there that really kind of needs my attention. I really want to pray for them. I want to baptize them. I want to go see them. I want to talk to them. I haven't met them. They want me to pray for them. They just woke up. And here you are, tying me down in my seat for 2-3 hours. And if I don't sit here and talk to you for 2-3 hours, you suddenly got a problem with me. Suddenly I'm not Christ-like. Suddenly I'm not Christian enough. Because I don't want to sit here and talk to you for 2 or 3 hours a day. You're wasting my time. I'm sorry you haven't found something to do to serve Heavenly Abba with. I did. Don't hold me up. And why would you? You got a problem? Talk to me quick. Otherwise, let me go. Now, I don't mean this. Okay, I had a conversation last night, and this is personal. This is so personal. I can't even believe I'm bringing this up because I'm betraying myself right now. I had a personal video call with someone last night. Flat out, I loved it. I enjoyed myself. I laughed. I joked around. I had a good time. We had serious conversations. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get off the call. But my stomach was getting a little upset because I knew I needed to lay down and go to sleep. And I'm not talking about those type of scenarios, so don't be mistaken. I talk to a lot of people. If you want, I'll show you my Facebook. You know, Facebook Messenger, that's just one of them. Thank God. Now, when I wake up on myself, okay, last month in May, it was so bad, I would wake up every morning to 80, 90 text messages and missed phone calls on my personal cell phone alone. We're not talking about private messages. We're not talking about emails. We're talking about on my personal text messaging, my personal cell phone number. Now, when I'm waking up to 80 messages and missed calls and text messages, sorry, guys. Sorry, I never signed up for that. And you know what? Between chatterbots and infiltrators and everything else, I'm not interested. I'm really not interested. You know, you give somebody 10 minutes to introduce themselves and 30 minutes later they haven't shut up yet or come up for air. Okay, that's a chatterbot. You probably also got infiltrated about 10 times while that person spoke. That's how bots work. That's how these people work, and I learned it all through Brian too. I saw it in my own personal life, and now I see it everywhere else I go. And I gotta tell you guys, when it comes to infiltrators and chatterbots, if you ever come to me and you say, I want to give your phone number or email out, please don't. Please don't, because I'll block you and block them. I'm sorry if you guys don't have discernment, but I'm not going to waste my time. You know, I got a friend out there, Lily, right? Lily, she wrote me an email 4 months ago. Now, I love this woman. I've only gotten to read part of her email. I want to spend time with Lily. I want to spend time with Dory. And you know what? I'm going to take that time. And if you guys have a crisis or a meltdown, you know what? I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to give you tough love. And I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to give you tough love. Now, I don't mean this to certain people in my private life, but I'm going to tell you guys straight out. Too bad. Too bad. I woke up, I was homeless in December 2014. I woke up to being an ex-super soldier by myself. No understanding of anything. My friends were nothing more than drug addicts and drug dealers and sluts, whores, and pimps. They just didn't go by the technical names of it. Don't forget holding illegal weapons either. Driving around without a real driver's license. Okay, you know those types of people. So, all right. I had no one and nothing, and I woke up by myself. I lost my speaking abilities for 9 months. So, you know what, guys? If you're having a crisis, if I can get through my crisis with my knees knocking and shin shaking, and I can't speak, and I'm homeless, and I'm waking up to the fact I'm an ex-super soldier, I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what to look up. Forget about having a church, friends, or family. If I can go through that crisis, guess what, guys? Whatever you're going through in your own life, you can get through it. You can. You can. I don't understand how you can't. Now, if you're feeling suicidal and you don't want to live anymore, that's a different topic entirely than what I'm discussing right now. You know what, guys? Instead of asking for me to help you, why don't you take Russ Dizdar's training courses so you can learn, educate yourselves, heal, and then turn around and go help someone else. And then that way you won't need me anymore. You'll forget my name. I mean, there's not enough workers out there. There's not enough workers. There's a ton of infiltrators and chatterbots. And I get stuck with them all. And you can't cut them off the phone either. I tell these people, listen, I got to use the ladies' room. Oh. No, I got to pee. Oh. I have to pee. Oh. I have to. You know what? At that point, I should just hang up on those people. I should just be like, click, block. You have that much inconsideration and disrespect. I don't care if you love Jesus or not. No. Or the people that get you on the phone and they repeat the same old thing, and then 5 months later they're saying the same old thing, and then 5 months after that they're saying the same old thing, and they never seem to get better. I'm not dealing with that. That's attention seeking. That's not really wanting help. That's just as seeking attention. If you really want help, you move past it. Excuse me, this whole video is probably going to come out wrong, and I don't really care. But when I get done with training, are you kidding me? I'll be lucky to have time to take a shower or talk to my friends. I don't even get to do that now. No, you don't need me. You need Jesus. I can't be there. I'm not Superwoman. And let me tell you, if I was Superwoman, I would retire very quickly. I'd be like, this is what the job entails. That's it. You can have my cape back. I don't want it. It's all yours. Go find somebody else for the job because I'm out. Alright, so I'm going to get to my chat room, but excuse me, because I need to use a powder room. So, 60 seconds. Like, I'm a victim of, like, I get stuck on the phone, and I'll talk to somebody. They're like, I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you, I want to talk to you, this, that, that, I want to talk to you, I got to talk to you, and this, that, the other thing, got to talk to you. Okay, so finally I get on the phone. Oh, yeah, everything's okay. Oh, but my neighbor says this, and she was talking about that, and then her cousin, watches this channel and that channel on YouTube, and it reminded me of you. But then, my sister's brother's husband's best roommate's next door's friends brother, he talks about the same thing you do, Holly. Okay, why'd you need to talk to me? To tell me about your neighbor, your brother, your this, your... what? You made it sound like Satan was literally taking his swords and slicing you in half. I call you up, and this is what you put on my plate? Well, I'm glad you watch the same channels I do. I'm glad you know about conspiracy theories. I'm glad you love everybody else's video. So, you made a big stink, got me on the phone to tell me about everybody else? I thought I was getting on the phone to pray with you. Because something was wrong. If I knew you wanted a general type of conversation like that, I would have never, ever opened the private message. I'll be honest, I'm an ex-super soldier. If you want me to lie, go to somebody else's channel. It's not going to happen here. Yeah, I want to hear people's testimonies. You can give it to me pretty quickly. I gave my testimony today in 3 minutes. Holly, who are you? Hi, my name is Holly. I'm an ex-super soldier from deep underground military bases. I'm a survivor of Pizzagate. I am from Black Operations. I worked in front of a Seagate. I'm from Project Alpha, Delta, Beta, Delta, Omega, Theta, Ibis, Looking Glass, Pegasus, Mannequin. The list goes on from there. The names start running together and getting blurry from there. I've been through the whole gamut. I woke up 5 years ago. Yud-Hey Vav-Hey, put a calling upon my life. He gives me dreams and visions and many other spiritual gifts. I'm a whistleblower to deep underground military bases. I was trafficked by my government and military, so were a whole bunch of other kids. It all stemmed from Operation Project Paperclip at the end of World War II. I'm an MK Ultra survivor. I can tell you about deep underground military bases and the cages there within and the programming I endured. I can tell you about very famous, wealthy elites and politicians that were in the dumps too, that were in charge of trafficking us, as well as programming us, as well as a whole gamut of other things. So yeah, I'm a survivor. I went through it all, and by the grace of God, here I am today. Oh, and I was born and raised in New Jersey. That's an introduction, right? You know what my problem is that if anybody gives a longer introduction to that, then I start seeing things about them I don't want to know. At least when it comes to another survivor and they introduce themselves and then they proceed to give their testimony, I want to know about their testimony. I want to know what they survived, and that's in the field I want to get into. But I get on some of these personal phone calls. I mean, I'm not talking about tonight, okay? I was on calls tonight. I am not talking about tonight. If you guys take it out of context, I swear to God I'm going to have a lash out. And you can mark my words. Don't ever take my words out of context. And if you have a misunderstanding, remember it's your misunderstanding that you must come to me and work out with Yeshua present. And don't do it in a public chat room the way that James did it to me on Now You See TV. The way he did it was inappropriate. It was outside of what God tells you to do when you're handling these situations. So I'm not talking about any phone calls I had today or yesterday, but I am talking about the past because it wears on me and because I'm going through the same thing now. And it's almost like I don't even want to pick up the phone half the time. I don't even want to turn on the computer. I got off a great call last night, turned off my computer, and this morning when I woke up, you know what? I didn't want to turn it on. I thought to myself, if I don't turn it on, sadly, my cell phone's going to start to explode. Are you alive? Are you okay? Why are you? It's like, you know what? I don't want to turn my computer on. I don't want to hear it anymore. Are you kidding me? I got to fish my way through chatterbots and infiltrators, witches, and etc. just to find my way to a victim. I'll find my way to the victim, but I'm not turning on my computer today. I don't want to hear from anybody. I mean, see, that's a sad thing, is I don't turn on my computer, and there's a couple of people, one particular person that I can't talk to if I don't turn on my computer. So, I'm going to turn on my computer just so I can talk to that one person. And I don't want to turn on my computer. I don't want to turn it on. I'm to the point, I don't want to turn it on. I don't care what people have to say. I'm sick and tired of the news. I know it's coming. And what I'm talking about now does not have anything to do with my personal and private life. And those people there within my personal and private life. So please please do me a favor. Don't anybody send me a message. Are you upset with me? Don't do it. Don't do it because you'll piss me off. No, if I was upset, I'd let you know. But you know what? When you say, Holly, I know you're busy. Okay, well, now you know what I'm busy with. I'm busy with kicking the darkness in its teeth so I can make my way to a victim, to bring the victim to Yeshua HaMashiach, or at least bring the victim to people that can help the victim become a survivor or live a quality life. Hopefully the victim gets saved to Jesus. But more so often than not, the victim sadly never does turn to Jesus. To actually get somebody to really turn to Jesus is a really hard thing to do. It's not so easy. Yes, Abba does the hard work. But when you go to talk to a survivor, you best know how to talk to one, because if you turn that survivor off, you're never going to get a second chance. So if you don't know what you're doing, don't do anything at all. Recommend them go check out Russ Dizdar's ministry. If you think you come into contact with a survivor and you're not sure how to handle it, don't just think that magically the Holy Spirit's going to give you the words to say, because it doesn't always work like that. If you meet a survivor and you're not quite sure, you send them to Russ Dizdar. ShatterTheDarkness.net. Do not take matters into your own hands, and do not say anything that is going to alienate a survivor. Because if you do, you're not getting a second chance. And you know what? You should not get a second chance at that point, if you ask me. Now, Jesus is forgiving. You are talking to me, Holly Baglio, a survivor, SRA, DID, MK Ultra, an ex-super soldier, you name it. Pizzagate too? Yeah, I'm all of it. If you ask me, you shouldn't be given a second chance to be in front of a survivor again. Now, I've been in front of Christians that have alienated survivors, and yeah, they should never be in front of another survivor again, because they've done so much damage, it's not even funny. These survivors, they either don't know Jesus, or like me, they're programmed to a fake Jesus. Then you get these Christians coming along, or somebody that thinks they know something, tampering, and, oh, well, God will just speak through me because I'm saved to him. Meanwhile, they're believing in a false doctrine such as the rapture, the blind leading the blind, and they're going to go off and help a victim. No, they're not. No, they're not. You don't get a second chance. Not with a survivor. I've never alienated a survivor. Ever. You know how many fantastical stories I've heard? I never once alienated a survivor. I think like that's impossible to do. So when I hear of other people doing it, it's like, wow, did you go to school for that? You know what? Don't go in front of another survivor again. You don't have what it takes. If you didn't have what it takes the first time, please do not damage another survivor again, because you're supposed to bring them to Jesus. And what'd you do? You not only alienated the survivor, you turned them off to Jesus, so now they're lost to the darkness. If you want forgiveness and mercy from me, let me remind you, I am not Jesus. I am Holly Baglio. I am not Yeshua HaMashiach. I am not Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I am not the Holy Spirit. I am not Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. I am Holly Baglio. I'm an ex-super soldier. And we're in the last days and end times. And when you confront a survivor, you best be on point. And if they lash out at you, be happy they didn't vomit on you instead. Seriously. Be happy they didn't vomit on you or punch you. Be happy all they did was stand there and yell a little bit. But if you alienate a survivor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have what it takes. You don't. This is not your gift. You may want to be in this field, but maybe Abba has a different gift that you'd be for you to be doing. This field is not for you. Excuse me. I'm going to get going. Excuse me, I'm venting. I'm tired. I remember those video calls. I'm going to get back to something I said earlier in this video. And then I'll say hi to my chat room, and then I'm going to go. Because what is it, 11? I'll probably be up late tonight, but I'm going to end this video so I have some time back on my clock to do whatever I want for the rest of my night until I fall asleep. I reserve that right, and I'm taking it. So I remember not so long ago in 2019, I would be told, well, you know, you got to make yourself available, Holly. And you got to do this and you got to do that. And it's like, what do you know? Who are you to give me advice? And when you give me advice, it's always bad advice. So shut up, sit down, go away. No, shut up, go away, and then sit down. Sorry, I got it out of order. But people would tell me, oh no, Holly, you got to sit there and you got to listen to them. And oh, it might be 2, 3, 4 hours, but you got to do it. No, Oh, well, Holly, it was great that, you ran this video call and these people took over your video call for 8 hours. It's so nice. No, that's exactly what they did. They took over my video call for 8 hours, bitch, moaned and complained, got nothing done, and went around and around and around and around and around and around in a circle for 8 hours on HTV. This is why I don't like running panels. No, I love running panels. It's just, I want to choose who I want on the panel. I don't want to just get stuck with whoever wants to come on. And these Christians would get mad at me for saying that. And it's like, you know what? You don't even know what you're talking about. Do you even have a YouTube channel? Have you even run a panel? You can either run a really great panel and have a really great discussion among people and really educate people and really share things, and the chat room's alive, or you can run a really crappy panel where all they are is complaining and this and that and the other thing, and oh my God, and that. And it's the same story they're telling you now that they told you 6 months ago. That makes for a bad show. Oh, but Holly, Jesus is patience. Yeah. And you know what? His patience is running out. You can tell because he's returning. And when he returns, there's going to be wrath. His patience has run out. Because I know mine has. You're telling me I have to run a bad panel to entertain complainers and chatterbots and infiltrators. Because if I don't, then I'm not a Christian like you who believes in a false doctrine. No, I think that's throwing my pearls before swine and wasting my time is what I think it is. That's what I think. Walked my car home. I know, funny, right? It's something I said the other night to my friend. And he's like, what'd you say? I was like, I'm joking. I walked my car home. Hot retarded chicks, it's good to see you. Uncle Obvious. I'm muted. Yeah, James, it's good to see you. Lily, I'm glad to be with you tonight. Yeah, I should have my chat room going. Or should have had my chat room looking at it at the beginning of this. Hey, Diane, I love you. Thank you, Ben, I love you. I gotta give you a call, Ben. I got so caught up with, just my household stuff. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Kenzie, I love you. Linda, it's good to see you. Ah, my boyfriend Nightbot. I'm so glad my boyfriend showed up. If my boyfriend didn't show up tonight, I'd be devastated. Now that I see him, I feel so much better. Debbie, it's good to see you. I love you. I gotta call you back, sweetheart. Dawn. Congratulations, Jamie. I'm so happy to hear that. A slew of people showed up next door from the dumps and moved in. Jamie, good luck. You're going to have your hands full. You might want to join Russ Disdar's training just to, sharpen your skills. It sounds like you're going to need it, Jamie. Shirley, it's good to see you. I want to give you a phone call. My number's changed, though, Shirley. Tree, it's good to see you. I love you. I still got to read your message. Oh, Shirley, I really want to talk to you. Information creation. I got to get on BitChute and follow you. Winging it, it's good to see you. Oh, man, Lily, those draining bots. That's what we should call them is draining bots, those chatter bots. I can't do it. I really can't. They unnerve me. It's like, I've been on certain prayer calls too in the past. In the past, I've been on certain prayer calls and those chatterbots get on and it's like, after about 45 minutes, I'm like, I have to excuse myself. I can't take it. Like, the chatterbot should take it offline in private, but when you're taking up a prayer call for that long, it's a little bit much. And there's also, don't forget, 15 other people with you on that same prayer call that would like 5 minutes just to toss out a couple names, ask for prayers for cancer, and that's it. You get these chatterbots on and they don't shut up and they're going, just really? Do you not have consideration for the other people on the panel with you that also want prayers? Or that want time to talk? No, you don't, do you? And it's my fault because I've run out of patience to give you any more time to talk, right? Suddenly I'm not Christian, like, because I run out of patience. I can't listen to it anymore. It's good to see you, Gabrielle. Oh, Lily, I try to stop those chatterbots in mid-sentence and they keep talking right through me. Or better yet, even when you finally do get through to a chatterbot and you say, listen, this is too much, this is my limit, when we talk now, okay, I'll do us both a favor. This is my limit. This is all I can do from now on. After that much, I'm cutting you off. You meet them in the future, what happens? The same thing. The same thing. Right? My nature was in rescuing others who needed a listening ear. I finally learned I come first. Oh, right? I can't do it. The other opposite, Linda, is what I was exposed to last year. I was exposed to the opposite where if I didn't sit there and talk for 3 to 4 hours, then per day, to the same one person, if I didn't sit there and talk 2 to 4 hours with that same one person every day, there was something wrong with me. And finally, I just got so drained. I was like, you know what? I need boundaries. You're like too much. I don't want to talk to you that much. Go get a life. Oh, Holly, what'd you do? What'd they say? What's their name? Are they a survivor? Did they go to the dump? When they were in the dump, were they locked in a cage? And if they were locked in a cage, how did they go pee when they were locked in a cage? And was your cage above them or below them when they had to go pee? That's what I had to deal with. Or I have to talk to them. It's like, I don't want to talk to you. I can go like 2 weeks without talking to a person, not seeing another soul, and be completely content and fine with it. Honestly, it's happened before. Like, I don't want to have to talk to one person that much every single day unless it's a man that I have made my husband, or excuse me, who has made me his woman, unless it's a husband that has made me his wife. No, I don't want to have to talk to any one person that much, ever. Nightbot is my boyfriend, yes. I'm totally in love with him. Him and I are running off and getting hitched. I can't help it. Here, he'll even tell you. You know what? He'll tell you. I'll show you, Nightbot. You think the Super Soldier programs will go in full effect for these upcoming events? Yes, I do. Information creation. How am I hanging in here? How are you hanging in there with the pandemic? Is the real question. Information creation. I'm hanging in there by a thread. I'm grabbing on to the seat of my pants in prayer that they don't trigger me active which they can't because I'm solid in Yeshua. I know this. However, it's not going to stop them from trying it. So I am constantly in spiritual warfare. Yes, all of these events, information creation, I am having a very hard time with the masks, everything else. I didn't even tell you guys what happened at the laundromat today. I got furious. I was like, whew. The next person to talk to me might not even want to say hello to me. I am that pissed. Everything is triggering. They're accessing our programming. I have to tell you, information creation, there's a lot of other survivors in the chat room with me right now. They're going through the whole thing. They're programming their implants. They are being triggered and being accessed. And if we don't stay prayed up in the blood of the Lamb, we fall to pieces. And even then, we stay prayed up and we have our full armor on, but we're still getting hit with attacks. And it feels like we're just basically absorbing the punches right now from the enemy. I think for most of us had Janus programming, and that's end time and last day programming. And that would start to come into effect now, as well as from now into the future. That's when they would trigger us awake to go active. So information creation, it's a really bad time. It's a bad time. It's not going to get easier. At all. It's not going to get easier. It's going to get worse. How do I deal with a scamdemic? I try not to giggle when I see someone entering a store that is not on the job. We have to take care, yeah. Oh, yeah, I went into, go fishing. Oh, I know, right, winging it. I've been outside a lot. I just, I'm supposed to go on another I didn't make, my fishing excursion on Father's Day, but I'm hoping to make a fishing excursion 2 weekends from now. Oh, my goodness, how do I owe this pleasure to 2 people I haven't seen in so long? Amy Maxey, I adore you, sweetheart. It's been way, way too long. I love you, I love you, I love you. Yes, please, but on Facebook. And The Bill Show, how are you? I can only tell you in private. I can't tell you the real joke behind it. I walked my car home. I thought it would be a good title for a video. I really did. I thought it was like an attention grabber. Like, what do you mean, Holly, you walked your car home? Exactly what I said. I had to walk my car home the other night. It got scared of the dark. I had to escort it home. So, anyway, yeah. You're not getting the story out of me. No, I did think to a video, though. I walked my car home. It's definitely something that would come out of my mouth. Just being silly. There's something I was going to say. Oh, yeah, so today I went to the laundromat. And I walk in and I'm on the phone. All of a sudden, I start coughing. And I guess I inhaled saliva, so it went down the wrong pipe. And when I don't have a mask with me in here, but when I wear my mask, I wear it like just below my nose. It's like a cloth mask. I wear it below my nose. So it only covers my mouth, right? So I walk into the laundromat, start putting my clothes in the washing machines, and I end up having an asthma attack. I start coughing, but then I inhale some of my saliva and feels like it goes down the wrong tube. And now all of a sudden, I'm gasping for air. And there's this fucking mask on my face. I rip it off, and I'm hacking up a lung, and my friend's on speaker. He's like, go outside. I'm like, outside? Asthma attack. And I'm hacking, asthma attack. There's no walking outside in an asthma attack, you idiot. And there's no wearing a mask. I have a medical condition, that's it. I'm done. After today, you guys got no idea. I had it. So I go through that asthma attack, and I'm like, I can't take this. So where I was, I just left my mask off. But then I get my stuff out of... Oh, and then you see these signs, right? It says, you're only allowed in the laundromat 6 feet apart wearing a mask, and you're only allowed in the laundromat to load and unload the washer and dryer. You're not allowed in the laundromat for anything else for any longer than that. Screw you guys. I'm sitting by my personal items. I'm not leaving them there and walking out. You already got another sign 10 feet away that says any lost, stolen, or damaged goods are not your responsibility. Well, I'm not walking away from my personal items because you guys are ignoramuses and you don't know the difference between a virus and a bacterial infection. And worse than that, everybody already had the COVID-19, number one. Number two, masks do not protect you from the flu or a virus. I think it's the flu, to be certain. So anyway, I see this pregnant lady come in the laundromat, and she goes down an aisle. When she goes down the aisle, she takes her mask off when she's down the aisle. But I see her walk in with it, so she had a good show for everybody. But then she gets down the one aisle, starts doing her whatever she does with the laundry. She doesn't have the mask on, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. My ears hurt because the thing is on my ears. It hurts. Why do I have to give myself pain? I just went through an asthma attack. You guys are idiots in the first place for even coinciding with this mask crap. You obviously are not educated and are indoctrinated. I took the mask off for the rest of the time. That was it. People were coming in and out. People looked at me. I saw this couple behind me. I looked at them. They looked at me. And I guess my facial expression said it all. Because I thought to myself, you guys mess with me and the asthma attack I just went through. Now my ear hurts. Now would not be a good time for you to bring it and be successful in bringing it to me. I will shut you down before you even get to me. I had it. And James, M-A-C, you owe me an apology, brother, dude. I call you into repentance. Brooke, it is so great to see you. Let me give you your wrench. Grace, for my journey, I'm so happy to see you. I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you. Excuse me for kind of complaining a little bit in this one. Oh my God. That's why we pray to break. Oh my God. Hey, Wendy, it's good to see you. I love you too, sister. Wobbly Boost, how are you? My love to you and yours. Paula. My screen just flipped. Excuse me. Viborg, it's great to see you. Good evening, honey. Wobbly Boost. Okay, here we go. I got my screen back. Uncle Obvious, sweet dreams. Yeah, I'm gonna head off soon. Because I'd like to have a little bit of time. Good evening, Kimberly Wood. It's great to see you, sweetheart. Paula. Even a husband, I think it would be too much. Right? Addie, I love you, honey. Watkins, Zerzus. What flavor am I vaping? Watkins. I am vaping raspberry. Raspberry. It's by Jam Monster. It's really good. You can get it on the internet for cheap. I like raspberry, but I also like pineapple. There's a couple other flavors I like. So, yes, I'm not smoking cigarettes. Imagine that. No cigarettes for Holly. I'm vaping raspberry. Right now, it's my favorite. Typically, pineapple's my favorite. Well, first it was blueberry, then it went to pineapple, and now it went to raspberry. But it can't be like the sweet kinds. It like that cream puff sugar stuff. Ugh. I just want it like the plain mellow flavor of the fruit, you know? Or I like it to taste like a Marlboro Light. Ooh, you know what is Sweet Caroline. That tastes like a Marlboro Light. I got hooked on that pretty bad for a couple of months this past winter. Yummy. I still want that. I want to talk to Amy. Let's hit up on Facebook first so I can catch up with you because I'm sure some of my personal information has changed since the last time we spoke. Same with Shirley. I want to catch up with you. This might take me a couple of days. I'm still trying to call Dawn, okay? Holly, the mask is to make us distrust each other so no one can socialize and see each other's facial expressions. I know. Can we hold that thought? Can I have a few moments? Can you excuse me for a minute? Just a couple minutes. Everything's okay? I need a couple minutes. Sorry about that. I apologize, excuse me. My gut started to hurt. Gerald, are you kidding me? I haven't seen you in forever. I love you too. My best to you and your family. I haven't seen you in forever, Gerald. Gerald. Holly, the mask is to make each other distrust. Yeah, some lady came walking up to me in the store the other week, and I turned around and I looked at her. She's talking to me. I'm like, I can't hear you. And I take my mask. I'm like, like, what did you say? I'm like, and she's looking at me with her mask. I'm like, take your mask off. I'm like, what? Just take your mask off. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I mean, I can't see your face. I can't hear what you're saying. I can't, like, you may as well be speaking a different language to me, okay? If you want to address me, you take your mask off and look me on the eye and let me see your face. And if you can't do that, don't bother me. Don't waste my time. From now on, with this asthma attack that I endured, I'm walking into a store without the mask, and I am telling them that I have medical conditions. I am not going through a bronchial asthma attack because I can't breathe in a goddamn mask. And I almost lost my life in a laundromat today. It's not a law, and it does not apply to me. What is that, the American Disabled Persons Act? Because of the American Disabled Persons Act, or whatever it is, this whole crap doesn't apply to me. I'm not going for it. And I need food. I need clean clothes. I'm not walking around in dirty clothes to suit you guys, and I'm not walking around starving my ass off to suit you guys. If you guys are all wearing masks, then I'm not a threat to you now, am I? I can't. I broke today. Information creation. I broke today in the laundromat. Dude, I haven't had an asthma attack in my 20s. I haven't had an asthma attack in my 20s because my allergist told me if I ever had an asthma attack again, my lungs were not strong enough to withstand an asthma attack and I would die. I'm not wearing the mask anymore. I carry asthma medicine around in my purse. No. I'll show them that and I'll say, this is as much as you're going to get from me. I don't have to give you my medical information, but I will tell you my name is Holly Baglio. I am fully disabled. I do have health issues, and I'm not wearing your goddamn mask. Because it is damned. I already had an asthma attack in it. Trust me, your masks are damned. Thank you, Information Creation, for letting me just bounce off you. I don't know what else to do. I really don't. Hey, it's Bug. You tell him. I'm getting off here soon. Like now. Okay? Good. I want to talk to you. Alright, my screen flipped. Hang on a second. Alright, Gerald. Shirley, I love you. Addie, how you doing, sweetheart? See, there's my boyfriend. There's my boyfriend, look. You'll see. He's always late and lazy, but you'll see. Definitely, let's connect. Yes, I would love to connect with you, Amy. What have I learned tonight? Please. Everyone in contact with Holly. She is one person. She desires her privacy and respect. Forgive me. I think I got overloaded. Linda, at the end of this video, I'm most likely going to put it on private because this is kind of like a private, just chill out time. And, you know, I'm great at making a jackass out of myself, but I don't like to leave the video up for too long on YouTube. Just, I think right now, Linda, the biggest thing is I'm learning how to balance, like, everything I'm doing and learning how to put a private life in there. Okay, that's kind of, I think, why I'm having a lot of issues is why, because I have a life, but, like, I'd like to have a private life in there and, like, you know, navigate my private life with everything else I want to do instead of always giving everything my all. And then now that all of my all is gone, I don't have anything else to give, and I feel naked, vulnerable, and like I have nothing to offer anyone because I'm so drained. So I need to find that balance, and that's kind of really hard for me right now. I'm struggling with it. But I'm sure not drinking and smoking cigarettes is definitely going to help my situation a lot more. No, I didn't leave. I just had to. Eduardo, it's great to see you. I love you too. My affection's back. Paula, I'm praying against your sinus infection. Are you kidding me, Paula? Oh, that's nuts. I have a sinus infection, so called in sick at work. Called doctor. She sent RX to pharmacy today. Work said, oh, by the way, Paula, I got to call my allergist. I think I got a sinus infection too. I don't think it's my allergies why my eyes are this puffy. So I need to call my allergist and say, I think my allergies blew up so much that now I have a sinus infection. But anyway, today work said I had to get a note that I have no COVID symptoms or get tested or have 7 days straight no symptoms. Oh my goodness. Take the 7 days off. You're like, I can't do that. It's too much. It's all triggering. All of it. I can't do it anymore. I can't. Hi, Lewis. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're back, Debbie. Sell salts on eBay. Really? I wonder what they are. I'm going to have to look them up. Yeah, me and Nightbot. Me and an application are getting married July 4th. Cell salt come in, which are dissolved underneath the tongue. You can take one every other day. 12 essential minerals. Really, I should probably get them. I can't imagine that, Kimberly. I really can't imagine that. You're not a sellout, Kimberly. You're not a sellout. But when push comes to shove, you know, that's when we're really going to have to stand up. But Kimberly, maybe it's me and my programming, but I'm really feeling like this is a battle that, like, the sleeping sheeple should be stepping up to the plate handling. But instead they're falling into protesting, looting, and rioting, and just staying dumbed down, wearing masks. I don't know right now, Kimberly. I just feel like I don't want to make waves, but after having the asthma attack today, I'm gonna have to make a little bit more waves because I can't do that again. But I don't think that this is the battle that we want to fight just yet. Don't completely feel like a sellout, because I feel like that too. I walk around, I'm like, but wearing this mask is going against you, but if I don't wear it, I don't get my laundry clean. I can't get food. But today at the laundromat, especially like when I was folding my clothes and I was walking to get like my clothes from the dryer and fold it, put it on the table, get it from the dryer, fold it, put it on the table. I can't wear that mask by the dryer. Heat closes your lungs up. I remember I had a bad asthma attack, and my cousin Mary held my head over a steaming hot faucet, and all the steam from the faucet's coming up, and it's going in my face, and I'm pushing against it, trying to get my head back. That is the way you kill somebody having an asthma attack. The way to pull somebody out of an asthma attack, if you don't have albuterol, the rescue inhaler, or their rescue inhaler, then you take their head and you put it in the freezer, and all that cold air blowing out, you make sure that they start breathing that cold air in the freezer into their mouth. If it's winter outside, take them outside so they get that cold air, and it will open them up. It'll slow the asthma attack down enough to open them up. They may still be struggling breathing until they can get medicine in them to really clear them out, but it'll open up someone that's having an asthma attack enough that they can start breathing. So in that laundromat, no more. I can't. I'm going to snap again. I could use Telegram to have all... Oh, cool. Thank you, information. You were hooking me up with all of that. Thank you, information creation. Wait. I'll come chat with you, information creation. New chat room, join us. Just me and Holly right now. Okay. Where is that? Our chat room. Oh, Lewis, talk about false doctrine. Honey, I pray for you. I am so sorry. Those Christians with that false doctrine, it's all the blind leading the blind. If they're already believing in false doctrine now. And you know what? I've gone up to people and I've said, you know that you're believing in false doctrine. Once, you know, they got it out of their system. Oh, no, we haven't. We've been Christians for 30 years. We grew up in the church, and this one says that. And with a rapture, and how come all these children are having rapture dreams and rapture this and rapture... Oh, jeez. Don't get me started. And I'm like, okay, well, what once we got past all of that crap, I said, so what happens when you don't get a rapture? Oh, I'll still believe in Jesus. I'm like, no, you're missing the point. You already believe in false doctrine. So if you're believing in false doctrine, looking for false doctrine, and it doesn't happen, but then something else does happen, what makes you think that you're going to know the difference between the truth and another false doctrine for you to believe in? If you don't know the Holy Bible for the way God spoke it, black and white, He gave us parables to explain things. But you get some of these Christians, all they do is cherry pick Holy Bible verses. They're great at it. I think they take courses at it or something. But it's like, listen, you're twisting this around. You're already believing in false doctrine. So when your rapture doesn't come, for instance, you think, oh, well, if it doesn't happen, I'm still going to believe in Jesus. Well, you forgot. There's going to be a lot of other catastrophes going on in the world at that time. How are you going to have discernment through all of those other catastrophes if you're already believing in false doctrine before these catastrophes even happen? You better drop the scales from your eyes. Oh, these people would get mad, and it's like, oh, guys, listen. The Holy Bible talks about a seventh trumpet and 2 resurrections. You guys are looking for something that's not there. But anytime you want to get back to Yud Hey Vav Hey's word and have a conversation based on it, I can do that. But until then, I'm not talking to you. You're believing in false doctrine. There's nothing truthful that's going to come out of your mouth from that point on. You're not going to recognize the 2 witnesses. You're not one of the 144,000. God's not going to rapture you up to heaven and then bring you back to earth so you can help people walk up to the guillotine in FEMA camps to die for Jesus while in your glorified body. So if you're thinking that now, what makes you think that you've got any discernment moving forward in the future when our shepherd will really need you the most? You're already diluted and misdirected now. You certainly don't have a shot later. And yes, when I was a child, Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey gave me a dream about a rapture. When I was 40 years old, I said, Abba, please explain to me what you showed me as a kid, because I'm not finding this rapture. So Abba said, okay, I will explain further. This is the seventh heaven, seventh trumpet. Here's the two resurrections. He showed me the first resurrection he showed me the seventh trumpet again. He showed me the first resurrection with the seventh trumpet, and then he showed me the second resurrection. So he clarified all of that for me. I don't hear people talking about the first resurrection of the seventh trumpet. They want to talk about something that's not in the Holy Bible. It's like, you know what? Hey, Lewis, don't get too frustrated. Listen, tell them once, maybe tell them twice. After that, move along to somebody else. Keep praying for them. You planted the seed, but you know what? Don't frustrate yourself. Don't do like what I do. Don't keep trying to get them to see and understand. Only God can do that. Just move on. Just move on to the next person and talk to them. But yeah, I get so sick and tired of these Christians with this false doctrine. I could scream. Black coffee helps you with an asthma attack. Osha root tincture works for me. Caffeine works, yes. Sniffing eucalyptus, I never knew that. Thank you, Bill. You're much more patient than I am, Bill. Thank you so much, Information Creation. Is that on BitChute or here? Kimberly, oh my goodness, yes. I keep saying it's the last trumpet, but only a couple people in my life agree with me. My whole family's still holding on to the rapture. My church leaders, almost everyone. Me too, Kimberly. Me too. I was thinking about that today. You know, these people are jumping up and down. Oh, Jesus, get us out of here. Jesus, come rapture us now. The world is so terrible. Come get us out of here. And I thought to myself, I wonder what Jesus sees when he looks down on people saying that. I wonder if he sits back and thinks to himself, come get you out of here. Come get you out of there. It's so bad. Come help you escape and rapture you out of there. So you want me to do what for you? Well, what have you really actually done for me? Seriously, what have you really actually done for me? I think that's what Jesus looks down on those people and say, because, you know, they think putting a couple Holy Bible scriptures up is good enough. And it's like, people. Yeah, I've met these rapture theorists that they'll donate to a ministry so long as the ministry is preaching about the rapture. I tried to turn some of these false doctrine believing Christians onto ministries that told the truth. They never even gave it a shot. They'd show up for maybe one episode, but then they'd run right back to the other ministries that are talking about a pre-tribulation rapture, and Jesus isn't going to beat up his bride. Look at what happened to the apostles. We're his modern day disciples, so to speak. We're carrying his gospel through the Great Tribulation. Whatever his apostles suffered, we're going to go through similar things. We're going to go through it too. So these weak-ass, tiptoeing through the tulips, powder puff Christians that want to keep believing in a rapture, you know what? Let them. Let them. You can't. Try to wake them up, but if they don't wake up, don't get frustrated. Just drop it. Do yourself a favor and drop it. You know, tell them a couple of times. If it's not getting through, then just drop it. Go on to the next person and talk to them. Maybe in the future, Abba will open up another avenue for you to walk back into this person's life to say, okay, do you see how the rapture's not real? Can we really have a conversation? Yeah, exactly, Lily. Those people who want to be rescued have no idea what real torture is. Thank you. Yes. You mean Judas? Well, the apostles were crucified, weren't they? No, Jesus' apostles, right? Weren't they crucified? Really? Three people called me to tell me I had no sound today, and I should have picked up my phone. I set up the room for all of us. Cool. I look forward to it. Oh, Telegram. Thank you. I'm writing this down. I think I have Telegram. I pulled Telegram up the other day. I thought, where did I get this from? Sweet Dreams, Viborg. I'm actually followed right behind you. Hot Retarded Chicks. Yeah, Peter was crucified upside down. He said he's not worthy to be crucified the same way Jesus was crucified, so they crucified him upside down. You have Telegram? But I don't know how to find the room. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, Journey for My Grace. I love you, Addie. Good night, Paula. Good night, Linda. Good night, Viborg. Good night, Lily. Good night, Addie. Good night, Grace. Peter was a boss. Total awesome move by him. My kind of faith, right? I'm with Bill on this one. Right? Meanwhile, the second they got Peter up there, he was thinking, oh boy, me and my big mouth. He suffered. He suffered, boy, Peter. So did Jesus, don't get me wrong, but I love you, Paula, Viborg, Linda, Information Creation, Grace for My Journey, Lily, Lewis, Linda, Kimberly, The Bill Show. Luke, my favorite superhero. I'm going through my chat room because after this I'm going to head out. I love you, Debbie. We will have our phone calls. This summer I'm spending it with you guys and talking to you guys. I just need a chance to do it. Eduardo. Who else was here? Amy Maxey, Shirley. I love you guys. Gerald, it's great to see you. My love to your parents and your girlfriend. It's really good to see you. It's been a while. Monday, I love you. Watkins. What kind of name is that? Watkins. How do you say Xerxes? It's nice to meet you, Watkins. Have a great night. I love you, Tree. I gotta get back to you still on Skype. I need my glasses. Wobbly Booster, it was great to see you. Uncle Obvious. Brooke. I love you, Brooke. And last, but not least, if I forgot anybody, please let me know. Do you know you had a famous person in your chat earlier? Who? Hey, Bonnie Huff, I love you, sweetheart. Who was in my chat that was famous? Sue Fix, it's great to see you, honey. Before I end this show, you have my curiosity up. Who, Addie? Because no offense, Addie, you guys are famous to me. Everything's gonna be alright. It is. Everything's gonna be alright. Addie, who? You know what, that's it. I'm ending the show. I can't take it anymore. Too much stress. Who's the famous person? Was it you? Join the Telegram before she ends the show. Oh yes, please join us on Telegram, Kids in a Cage. Xerxes. Xerxes? That's how you say it? Xerxes? Feel like I'm learning how to speak the English language all over again. That's how you get. THT was a famous person, Jim Watkins of. Watkins Xerxes is famous. Oh, sir, if you're still in my chat room, sorry, I had no idea. I'm sorry I couldn't pronounce your last name. I thought it was one of my friends trying to, like, make a joke or something. Forgive me. Jim Watkins. It's a pleasure and honor to meet you, Jim. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Okay, well. Alright, guys, I'm gonna let you go, and thanks for letting me hang out for a little bit. Ah, you're too much information creation. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Telegram. I said it right. Thank you. Okay. Alright, guys. I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope that you all have sweet dreams. And I'll be praying with and for you tonight. So thank you so much, information creation. We'll figure it out together, Grace, for my journey. Once I figure it out. Hey, Jay Bingham, how are you, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a while. I love you, I love you, I love you. Wonderful, sweet dreams, everyone. Oh, and last but not least, I have to say goodnight to Nightbot, my boyfriend. I want to thank him for his superb boyfriend skills of running my chat room. I'm kidding. I got a program on how to say more things. Nightbot's an application. There's a funny story behind it. So, alright guys, I love you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Good night. I love you. I love you. It's great to see you, Jay Bingham and Amy. Bye, guys. Talk to you later.